The day of posting, and I feel like I have not filmed in a minute, so bear with me. Hello, I'm Judy, the organizer and creator at Rescue My Space. Welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, welcome to my channel. Today's video is all about my fridge and basically how organized it is now. So in order to organize my fridge, I use products from The Home Edit, and we all know and love The Home Edit. And because I have fallen in love with their products, I decided to fill my fridge with their products, and I'm so happy I did because I feel like my fridge has never been organized as it is now. I want to bring the realness of the cost when it comes to organizing spaces. And because this is a full organization of the fridge, I want to show you guys what it costs and whether it's worth it for you guys. I don't know, I guess you'll be the judge of that. But before we continue, make sure you like this video. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe below. Also, make sure you hit that notification bell so whenever I post a video, you get notified. All right, let's go to my fridge. Gotta take my audio with me. Let's go. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the top of here. So these canisters, let me get this out. So this is probably my favorite canisters that I've seen on the market because it just looks very simple and sleek. And this is not their largest, but their mid-size canister, and of course I'll have everything either on the screen or in the description box below. And this, I just knew that I had to get a few of these. I only got two, and honestly the only reason why I only have two is because they're not in stock. So thank you, people. But two has been working well for me, so I think I might stick with two because I think, you don't need too many organizing products. But anyway, so I just knew that one of the canisters was going to be for my cookies. As you can see, I have an obsession with iced oatmeal cookies, and I love them cold. Like if they're not cold, I'm not going to eat them. So I knew for sure one of them were going to hold my icing oatmeal cookies. But other than that, I did want to create one for my greens, and these are Brussels sprouts, and we eat them pretty often. So I knew that they will be on display. So I just love the way they came out, and the costs for these was it $12.99 or $14.99? One of those, of course, is on the screen. So yeah, it was a little bit high, but I think that these will really last for a long time, and they're multifunctional. I think they were intended to be used in the pantry, but I just love using these in the fridge because, again, they're closed off, they're secure, and it's kind of like display. So I have those in the front, and then in the back I have our kombucha. So we do drink kombucha pretty often, and it must sit in the fridge. So there was no way I was going to not have them in the fridge. So they do sit in the back, but I kind of like that they are peeking through behind these clear canisters because they kind of just give the fridge some dimension. But of course, that's not why we get them. That's not why we have them, but I just like the way it looks. Because what I've noticed and what I see with a lot of people is when you like the way something looks, you're more likely to keep it that way. So in the middle part of the fridge is where most of the products shine. So I literally wanted to make sure that all these products could fit in this part of the fridge because this area is the part that is the most visible when you open the fridge. So I knew for sure I was gonna have my grapes because I'm obsessed with grapes, and another type of fruit for Sabria in this area, so it was easily accessible and just, again, in our face. And of course, eggs. Eggs is just something that we eat pretty often. I am a vegetarian, no dairy person, or plant-based, because I used to say vegan, but I'm not really vegan since I've added eggs to my diet. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. And we love eggs. We get specific eggs, but we always have eggs. So I knew that I was gonna have 2 egg bins, and I'm so happy I got them because now our eggs are in our face, they're here, and they look beautiful. So the egg bins cost $19.99 each, and we have 2. I'm not sure if they're both berry bins, but they look very similar, the berry bin and the produce bin. But anyway, they look very similar. They're all the same cost, $19.99. And then on the right-hand side is a narrow bin. One is for our cookies and the other is for our vegan meats. So those cost $12.99, and they fit perfectly in our fridge. We have cookies on top, and we like to, especially around this time, we like to bake cookies. So this just makes it very easily accessible, and you know, we can see them, we can eat them, and we can continue baking cookies, which I probably shouldn't, but I'm still going to. So yeah, it just looks so beautiful. I am obsessed with this part of the fridge because literally it's filled with organizing products. Because the food items in them are easily accessible, we just eat them more often than the others. So below is a drawer that comes with the fridge, and this is where we have all of our avocados. And what else do we have? We have Tony's smoked salmon, and they're just there, they're organized. His smoked salmon is in a clear bin, and it's from actually iDesign, and it just fits perfectly in this drawer, easily accessible. We love it, I love it, and I move on. And then below that we have their clear drawers. So to be honest, I initially thought that these top one were drawers, and then when I brought them home, I realized they weren't. So, which is okay because they work, but I wanted to also add drawers into this fridge because, again, easily accessibility is so important, and I just love drawers. I mean, I'm obsessed with drawers, and if you watch my videos, you've heard that before. So I definitely had to make sure that I incorporated their drawers in my fridge, and they also cost $19.99 each. We usually have this full, we just have to go grocery shopping again, but this is literally perfect because I don't even have to pick it up. I just pull out the drawer, yogurt is available, and I slide that bad boy back in. It does move, but that's fine. I just bring it back to the front. And then next to that, we have our mushroom. We love mushroom. Let me speak for myself. I love mushroom, so we always have mushroom on hand, and literally I just gave it a drawer because of that. So now let's move to the bottom. So below here are these amazing cubes that I've probably had for over 3 years now, and I believe this is the perfect thing, the perfect item to add to your space, to add to your fridge, especially if you are someone who likes leftovers. So we have 2 in the front and 2 in the back. In the very back is where we have all of our leftovers, and we try to keep our leftovers at a minimum because a lot of times when we have leftovers, we usually don't eat it after day 2. So we do try to keep it at a minimum, which is why it's not taking over the fridge, because I have been there before when leftovers can take over the fridge. But anyway, outside of those leftovers, in the front, we have one for Sabri's Lunchables. We usually have this pretty packed, but again, we have to go grocery shopping just a little bit. And then on the right, we have our breakfast items. We have 2 Impossible packages. We don't always just use this for breakfast. We do like to make burgers out of this, but we also like to make breakfast sausages. But yeah, we have the Impossible burger patties. We have 2 of them. And then we have some cinnamon rolls. So a lot of this bin is usually pretty packed as well. We usually have hash browns. We have some more breakfast sausages, but again, grocery shopping needs to happen. But these are great. They are from the iDesign line, and they go for about $12.99. So, you know, we have 4 of them. We've had them for a long time. They are not part of the home edit collection, but I had to put them in this video because, I mean, they're part of the fridge organization. So we can't forget about the door, of course. So the door is organized strategically so that it's easy to put everything back. Therefore, everything has designated space. So up top we have our butter, and usually this is filled with different types of vegan butters, but because we're trying to stick to the soy-free one, we just have one for now. And plus I haven't gone grocery shopping, but I've said that like 4 times already, so you know that. We also have a vegan cheese next to it. Below that we have our dairy-free or non-dairy creamers slash, I guess, whipped cream, which by the way, this whipped cream, fire. Want to make sure I said that. And this is the area that I love the most. I touch this area literally every day. Next to it, we do have 2 random soda cans. This is Tony's doing because of course he wanted to keep some random soda cans, and this is where they can fit. So that's where they sit. So below that we have our condiments. We have 2 sections for condiments because I love condiments. I am obsessed with pickles. We have 2 types of pickles. We have relish, that's not relish, that's salsa verde. We also have ketchup, and we have a mustard And then, well, it's like a dipping sauce. And then below that, we have mayo because I'm obsessed with mayo. I love my mayo. These are vegan. And then we have another mustard. We have some salsa, some Alfredo, plant-based. And then we have another salsa on the side. And then down here, we have our jelly. And then this is Tony's vitamin that needs a place. So it sits with the jelly, which combined I'm sure will be disgusting. And then below we have our drinks, which is our almond milks. This is something that Sabria really drinks the most. So they are here for her to take. They're easily accessible for her. And yeah, no fuss at all. So, and let me not forget these pantry canisters. We have all of our dried fruit, pecans, chocolate chip, pistachios. We got some sprinkles down here for Sabria. I wanted to make sure that these items had their own space. And I think this sits beautifully here. It also kind of goes with our dishware. So I almost forgot to add this to the video, but this is literally, again, from the home edit. Love it. And these were $8.99 each. So yeah. So now let's talk about labels. So the home edit has their own version of clear labels, which are perfection, but I like my handwriting and I just knew that I can recreate very similar types of labels, and I think I did. So I literally used like this clear sticker, rectangular sticker, and I wrote it with paint markers, and I think I achieved exactly what I visualized. And I love these labels, and I think this is literally the perfect way to add labels to a fridge, especially if you're working with clear organizers. So we're gonna go back to my office and we're gonna talk a little bit more about the cost to create an organized fridge of this matter and the truth about keeping it organized. So let's go. I gotta close my fridge first. Okay, let's go. So the total cost to organize my fridge using the organizing products in my fridge is $311.78. Yes, that is high just for products. I wanted to bring this reality to you guys because yes, it's great to organize your fridge, and that's what I did, and I love it, and I probably would spend more if I needed to, but I don't think it's necessary for everyone. I get it, but on the flip side, is it realistic for everyone? No, it's not. I'm very strategic when it comes to what comes into my fridge. Therefore, if I wanted to add a random pizza box to my fridge, it will be pretty impossible because I would have to kind of move things around just to fit that pizza box in my fridge. Or whenever it comes to leftovers, like when we order in, I have to think very strategically because I can't just put my leftovers in the fridge. I have to maybe take them out, put them in another type of container, and then maybe even empty out some of the leftovers that we already have. So you have to think very strategic when it comes to organizing any space, especially when it comes to the fridge and you want to add in products to the fridge. And might I add, we don't have Sabria all the time. We only have her every other weekend. So we don't really have a lot of food or kid-friendly food in the fridge compared to someone who has a full family of 4 or even higher or even less. So please do consider that as you're looking in my fridge. And this also goes for spaces outside of the fridge. As you saw, I do have some pantry canisters in our cabinets that hold all of our like snacks and stuff. And I love it, I love it, I love it. I think those canisters are the perfect canisters for that space. So if I wanted to kind of grow that section, I would have to add more canisters to that section, which increases the total cost. So anyway, but that's pretty much it, guys. This is my organized fridge and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. I think the products fit perfectly in the type of fridge I have. And of course, if I had another type of fridge, which I'm speaking it into existence because I would love to have another type of fridge, that like 2-door fridge rather than 1 door, I would organize it completely differently than it is right now. But for now, the way that I organize it works well for me and my family. So let me know in the comment section below if you have any questions about my fridge, any questions about how the products are working for me, or really any questions about organizing. Let me know below. All right, so you already know what time it is. So as always, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And thank you so very much for watching this video. And as always, I'll see you soon. Bye.